Hi everybody and welcome to Paper Wishes vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig and today I have some adorable stamps from our friends at Daisy May Designs. Daisy May Designs is from Practical Publishing, and let me take you through this collection really quick. They're perfect for summer. This is the Village Pond stamp set, Lazy Days of Summer stamp set, Cheers, It's Drinks O'Clock stamp set, Summer Memory stamp set, and then they have these wonderful die collections with a torn edge mat that I'll show you. The Label Torn Edge Nesting die set, and then also the Octagon Torn Edge Nesting die set. So let me get right to it and show you my first card here. This one is a Center Step die cut card from hot off the press. They come already like this folded and everything. You just pull them out of the package. Then it gives you a great little pattern for cutting out your background paper and putting that on. And then I stamped it using the Summer Memories stamp set. And I used the little picnic basket and then Living the Best Life little sentiment there. And I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle and some dimension, so I added these little sparklets, and this one is All Is Calm, and I liked them because they just have, they're iridescent and didn't have they just sort of pick up the color that is behind them on that. And then this is the Twilight Pixie Petals. I've been using this one a lot because it's just a really nice lavender color, and of course then a purple, sheer purple polka dot bow. And then when I stamped my image here on the center of the Octagon Torn Edge die set, so you see that I stamped this on white cardstock, and then I die cut this shape, and then the mat was just out of purple cardstock. So the mat is just sort of a straight octagon, but the white cardstock had these great little notches in it and some stitching on it as well. And I really like to stamp and color on Hunky Dory's Lightweight Essential Card Stock. It's great lightweight stuff. It's a very nice size, so there's not a lot of waste. I always keep my scraps for the smaller bits. And then when I was inking around the edge here, I used this Harmony ink pad, the Crushed Velvet. I didn't use it for its water reactive properties. I just loved it for the color, and then I brushed it on using our blender brushes, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. And put this all together. The background papers are from Country Blooms paper pack from hot off the press, and I just loved that watercolor gingham, and kind of picked up a little bit of gingham in my tablecloth when I just colored it with the Spectrum Noir pens. For this particular one, I used the Coral marker, and I just went one direction with the darkest pen, and then I went another direction with the medium pen that's here, and then I colored the whole thing over again with a light pen. Okay, so let's get to another one. All right, so this one uses the pond. Here we go. This wonderful pond stamp. And I used the largest label mat here. I didn't use the torn edge one, just the largest one there. And then I used the chairs from the Lazy Days of Summer. So let me show you what this looks like this. So first of all, I just went ahead and die cut the cardstock from here using the largest label. And then I went ahead and used my Misty stamping platform and positioned that, and I stamped it with an alcohol-proof brown ink. And if you check on your supply list, you'll be able to, the supply list, when you click on the photo of this card on the gallery, which is directly below this video, then you'll be able to find exactly what shade of brown that was. I can't recall it right now. But then I just colored in all of my areas with Spectrum Noir pens, the tri-blend markers, and I used, blues and browns. But then when I was coloring the little chairs, I just stamped them on one of those little scrap pieces that I had left over. And then when I was cutting them out, I wanted to cut out the areas in between. I wanted to do some very specific cutting. So I used my great scissors from Crafter's Companion. And I just wanted to show you, it's pretty easy. Just make a hole there. And if I'm cutting out this area, small tiny scissors. You could also use an X-Acto knife, and we've got a great retractable X-Acto knife at Paper Wishes. Make sure you use a cutting mat below that. But it's very, very simple to just cut that out and follow the lines. And I just really just did that when I was sitting there watching my favorite TV show, when I like to save all those little cutout bits. There we go. And I just did that around all of the chair rungs and things like that. Now for the sky part, went ahead and colored everything in using the Spectrum Noir markers. Oh, and I should also mention that this particular stamp set has some adorable little ducks. So it's got this duck here and this duck that's diving under. And I didn't stamp those for now because I'm not going to be coloring the pond. But I am going to show you how I did some coloring on my sky. So I'm just going to take this, and then I'm going to also take, this is a new Harmony color. This is Oasis, and this is new for us. Once again, not using it for its water reactive properties, just loving that color. And I like to get some ink all over my brush and then blot it so that when I start putting color on, I'm just kind of working my way in from the edges like this. And you'll notice I'm sort of doing that in different areas because I don't want to cover the whole thing. This is pretty splotchy because I wanted it to look a little bit like white clouds. So it's not a bright sunshine day. There are some clouds in the sky. It's still a beautiful day to sit by the pond. So you can see it's just very light. And then I'm not having to sit here and color in that whole area like I did for the brown below. It's just a time saver. All right. So once again, I like to clean my brushes right when I use them so that they are dry for when I want to use them the next time. And when I'm done, today with my video, I will take them and clean them with soap and water. Okay, so let me show you this last little stamp set. Really inspired me to make just sort of a little quick and easy card. So here's a card. This is 6.5 by 5 inch. These are just blank white cards that we sell at Paper Wishes. And then I cut my Dotted Duos #1 paper pack yellow, just a little bit smaller. And then I used the labels, the Torn Edge labels, the white cardstock, and I stamped. We've got here a cute little jar of glass jar of lemonade, and then also the greeting there, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade, and then I stamped the little cheers below that. So I'm just going to glue those together. And what I like to do when I'm doing something that has liquid in it, or a stamp that has liquid in it rather, I like to use those light colors so that it gives the impression that the glass is just filled with something. It's not just white. So I used, put this on here, got that all glued together. So I used, of course, yellow. This one is light yellow blend. And then I also used ice blue blend for the ice cubes and things. There is a little mint leaf in there, so I also used citrus blend. And then I wanted to make that red striped straw, so I used the dark red blend. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and glue on a ribbon from the yellow ribbon set, also available at Paper Wishes. And then we're all done with our quick little card, but I want to add 3D crystal lacquer to my cute little jar of liquid. And it's very clear stuff. This will take an hour or so to dry. I would wait about 24 hours before I would mail it though, because it would be kind of tacky and I wouldn't want it to stick on the inside of my envelope. I'm just letting that just kind of float on there, just barely squeezing that. So now when that dries, it'll dry clear. It has a nice little reflection, some dimension there, and it'll look like my jar has liquid in it. All right, so very easy to put together, quick and easy little card. Whoops, my bow wants to go away. Let that dry as well. So you guys, we've got a great money saver on all of these stamps and dies, so I would encourage you to check that out. And so if you're watching us on our vlog page, the money saver is to the right side of us. There's a photo of that. You just click on that. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just look in the description box below for the money saving link, as well as a link to paperwishes.com, where you will find links to other videos and lots of fun goodies to play with. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.